Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm showing off the Dye M2 marker that I currently are borrowing from one of my team owners uh, from Palm Beach Royals. Danny, thank you very much for letting me borrow your marker. I'm super excited to shoot with it. It shoots amazing. I already had the chance to shoot with it, testing paint from a company called First at our local paintball field in Rotterdam. We had a blast doing that, and we had our training last week, and I will be playing again with it next week Sunday as well. The reason why I'm shooting this gun is because I sold my ETA 2 in order to fund the next upcoming team marker, so I had to get ready my funding for that. And in the meanwhile, Danny said, "Here's the gun, borrow this one for now for your training and whatnot," and it's all good. So it's a fantastic shooter. I'm really impressed with the settings that you can make in the boards. Like, I really like the fact you have different profiles you can configure. You can configure, for example, like now I have a NXL ramping setup at 10.3 balls per second. Um, I can change a whole bunch of settings. I can make another profile for a semi uncapped or semi capped or whatever I like. I can make 6 or 7 different profiles. So if I play woods ball, I can quickly move over to set profile that I like for that type of game. Very easy. If I play speedball, I set it back to my original setting and I just get started with it. Booting up, shutting down the markers really fast and responsive. You don't have to wait that long. Um, it has a really nice feel. It's a light marker. It feels super familiar as well. The whole trigger guard design, the hourglass grip design. It feels like my old DM6 and DM7, which I used to play back in 2006 and 2007. So it feels really comfortable. It really feels familiar. Also, the kind of stubby foregrip that's is kind of reminiscent for me in my perspective with the DM6 and 7 as well. It was always a bit smaller and stubbier, and I just feels really comfortable. The marker looks beautiful as well. It has this really nice gray pewter finish with the blue accents. Very nice space gun. The bolt design looks really nice as well. Like, it's really cool bolt design. It almost looks like a rocket ship or something, like a rocket, like from the 40s or 50s. Like a really nice design, really cool. I really like this marker a lot, and it's just fantastic to shoot. It's super smooth when you shoot it, and it just, I don't know, it's good with brittle paint as well. And it's not so much a review this video. I just want to show off the or the M2 from Dye. I know that the Dye has of course the M3 by now, which is an upgraded version of this with a whole bunch of feature upgrades. But even in the M2, you hardly feel playing with outdated tech at all. It feels super on par with other high-end markers that I've shot. Recently, I started to get more opportunities to shoot with different markers from friends and whatnot. So recently I got my hands on some older markers like the Invert Mini, Smart Parts Ion, MacDef Cyclone, if I say correctly, the Smart Parts Geo 3.0, of course my ETA 2, the Lux X and the Lux Ice, and getting a feel for different markers with different engine technology in them, spools mainly. You really start to feel like what you like, what kind of like marker design do you like, what does feel good in your hands, what doesn't feel really well. It's just, it really feels nice, this marker. Like, it really feels like a high-end, which of course it is, a high-end dye marker that is always stuck in my mind with the brand dye. Like it's just top-notch high-end stuff, and this feels super luxury as well with the many features that this board offers, with the Bluetooth that you can connect to your phone and whatnot. It's just, it really feels super nice. It's amazing, and it's kind of funny that I feel like these M2s and M3s kind of are like buried under the Luxes, under the CS2s, under the other high-end markers. Like whenever I just look around, they're very popular. Don't get me wrong. A lot of people buy them. A lot of people play with them, and the most vocal people on the internet that I have the impression I see the most is that these other brands are coming forward more often than the Dye M2 and M3s, and I don't know why that is, but I really feel these are really high-end, fully featured markers that probably go beyond what other high-end markers have. Um, it's just so cool. I just like also, for example, how slick this marker design is without the eye covers, because it used an eye pipe design. It's just, I mean, it's really cool. It's really dope, this marker. Like it really feels like the future of paintball markers. I don't know. It's just every time I grab this thing in my room here, I'm like, dang, this is so awesome. One thing I have to say that they changed on the M3 from the M2 is that Pops ASA, they got rid of this slider thing, and I can see a little bit why they did that, because I had a couple of times when you don't click this all the way in place, it just creeps up and then it starts moving by itself, and just it's at some point actually it just it spun out the remaining air. It just went off and I have to put it back, but that was just a user error, because you have to pull it all the way up till it clicks into this little notch here, and sometimes it feels a bit funky doing that. Like you have to like crank it really high. It feels like you're gonna break this lever, and of course this is not my own gun, so I'm of course super careful with that. So it's a bit of a learning curve, this gun, I have to say, and that's because of all the features it has. It's not just it's not rocket science, but I just had to spend a few seconds more than usual to look at, like, okay, this is how I'm gonna put it in this mode, and this is how I'm gonna use it. But once you have done it a couple of times, it's super easy, and it's actually super intuitive, like more so than with markers that I've been playing in the last couple of months. I really feel this is the most comfortable way of actually changing modes and settings, and that big display actually helps a lot. It probably is going to be a lot more comfortable using the Bluetooth with a mobile app. That probably is something I didn't try out yet, to be honest, but I think that will be something that will be completely me. I would completely fell in love with that and just change on the fly whatever setting I need to, or different profile if I play woods or whatnot, and then just get going with it. Also, the aftermarket prices of these on the second-hand market are pretty darn good, actually. They're really good value for money. They're not extremely expensive on the second-hand market, so I mean they're really cool markers, these dye markers. So if you're in the market for, let's say, a new marker and you see a second-hand Dye M2, you don't have to shy away from it and look at what is being said by the vocal group. So push you forward to like a CS2 or 170R or a Lux, for example, which are fantastic markers, but you can definitely check out this one as well, because it just shoots really good, and it just, I don't know, it just rips. It just rips, and it's just a beautiful marker. Like I really feel the entire design of this marker is just beautiful. It's lightweight, it's small, it's compact, it feels really nice in the hand. The texture, the rubberized grips for front and back is just super nice. Of course it has the two dual piece barrel from Dye, which are like super praised. Um, and another thing that I think is fantastic is that wireless charging with the pad. That blew my mind. It just after practice day, I placed it on this thing and it just charged the battery again, and that's it. Perfect. That's really awesome. Very comfortable. Um, yeah, this is really cool stuff. So yeah, check it out. I will try to make some videos of me shooting this marker next week or maybe the week after, till we get the team guns. And once the team guns go, I will miss this guy, giving it back to Danny. It's a really cool marker, and that's probably also the reason why he has several of them, including I believe 2 M3s, beautiful M3s. I saw them; they're gorgeous. They just shoot so good, so darn good, these dies. It's crazy. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you next video. Take care. Bye bye.